So I took a look at this Great Saiyan Man 1 and 2. They call it Great Saiyan Man 2/1, but I'm just gonna call it the Great Saiyan Man 1 and 2. I took a look at this Great Saiyan Man 1 and 2 card, and I think that this card is actually way better than I thought it was. Now, of course, is this card gonna be great in meta content? Clearly fucking not. But inside off meta content, this card is so good. And I would make the case that this card is a very valuable card that I think everyone should grind up because it's this card is doing a lot for what looks like a little. So let's go ahead and talk about the Great Saiyan Man 2 and 1. That's what they call it. It's just Great Saiyan Man 2/1. And one thing I want to point out is that this is the only Gohan card, well, only male card that is on Peppy Gals. Let me just point that out because Videl isn't the main focal point of the card, but they have Great Saiyan Man 1. It's basically it's exchange, right? Yeah, it's exchange. So let me pull up Peppy Gals and just prove that this is the only male that is on Peppy Gals. This is actually pretty interesting, and I wanted to point this out. So yeah, we take a look at leaders. Obviously, all females. All the sub leaders that they have a lot of fucking sub leaders. Oh my goodness, all females, of course. Uh, LRs, all basically only one, only one LR. They need more LRs. And then we take a look at AGL, no males, no males. Like they typically, if they want to get another male on Peppy Gals with them, I think that they would do like another exchange card where they keep it into like one card and swap into another, just like they do with this Gohan. So there's none here. It's like obviously the Tech Great Saiyan Man 1 and 2, or just 2/1, that's what they called it. None here, none here, none here, none, 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 none there, none there. No, 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 no. You guys get the gist. This is obviously a all-female category team, and guys, Gohan is the only male card to be with a female card on Peppy Gals. Gotta point that out. Gotta point that out. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek at something. I saw the little exchange animation. That shit is, yo, what's up with these adorable, cute ass animations that I'm seeing? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Watch this. Of course, shout out to Dokkan. Look at that. What? Yo, that's so dope, bro. Bro, I've never seen that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is my first time seeing that animation. Let's run it back one more time. Let's run it back one more time. And look at that. Yo, look at this. She's running. It's like. So fuck it. Let's go ahead and talk about Great Saiyan Man 2/1. So Great Saiyan Man 2/1. They're a sub EZA from December of 2021. But they come out in July of 2020. So they come out during the Extreme Super Battle Road meta. And they get their EZA during the God event meta. Now, we're talking specifically only about their EZA. I don't think we really care about their pre-EZA. And I think them, during the God event meta, special pose is not really the craziest category during the God event meta, so I don't think that you running them on special pose would really just like warranted anything, because double in Gotenks, it took a little bit for Gotenks to get going, and I think that this would have been a bit of a wonky card to run inside the God event anyways. Although I think that their kit is absolutely amazing for off-meta content, for meta content, I don't think this unit would serve much of a purpose. Now, if you take a look at what they are doing, they have a good super attack effect, a lower attack on super. They start out with 150% attack defense with a 50% chance to dodge. They gain a defensive buff on super attack from their passive, which is 50% defense when performing a super attack. And they have a attack debuff inside their passive, and they are a support type unit. So they are a support type unit, special pose 3 key and 30% attack defense. They have 2 separate attack lowers from their passive to their super attack effect, and they have a 50% chance to dodge and gain defense from their passive on super. This unit is good. This unit is a absolute just, I think they craft this unit completely fine. This is a good unit, for sure. It's just, obviously, not every free-to-play unit or unit is going to be great for meta content, which I wish that was the case, but I gotta understand that we don't live inside the perfect world for that to happen. So, let's go ahead and go on over to the Great Saiyan Man 1 exchange. It can be done, can be activated only one enemy whose HP is 58% or more from the third turn of the start of battle. So the enemy has to be above 58% more HP from the third turn when facing only one enemy. Okay, so that seems like a pretty easy exchange condition. Okay, when you go into the Gohan, he gains 50% attack and defense 1 turn on super, which is obviously nice. He starts out with 3 ki and 158% attack and defense at the start of the turn. He gains 58% attack and defense forming a super attack, and gains 10% attack and a chance to crit by 5% per special pose category ally on the team. I think you will want to stay inside Great Saiyaman 2. I think Vidal's part of the card is way more better and will help the team out way more because she's supporting with a double attack debuff from her passive to her super attack effect, as well as a 50% chance to dodge. I mean, she already gains defense on super too from her passive, so why the hell would you want to switch into Great Saiyaman? It's like, cool, you switch into Great Saiyaman, you'll hit harder, but we don't really care about hitting harder with a support type card like this. This card is way better inside Great Saiyaman 2 than Great Saiyaman 1. So inside the God Event meta, I think that this card could work provided you were able to get Gotenks to get into his transformation as soon as humanly possible. But other than that, I think Gotenks is a little bit too slow to get started, like I've already said, and I don't think that this Great Saiyaman 2 will be able to provide enough value. Now, let's go and take a look at how many 200% leader skills these two are on. This card is cute. So, Great Saiyaman 2 and 1, obviously what Dokkan calls them, is on 1 200% leader skill, that being Yamcha's 200% leader skill to Earthbred Fighters and Earthlings. This card is only on 1 200% leader skill. So what is good about this card is the fact that they do have a good super attack effect, lowering attack on super, as well as them being able to lower attack from their passive. So they have 2 separate procs of attack debuff inside their passive to the super attack effect. They have a 50% chance to dodge, gain defense on super attack from their passive, as well as have a big support type buff to special pose, that being 3 ki and 30% attack defense to those allies. And when you do go into their exchange condition, which is actually pretty easy to get off, third turn, one enemy when the HP is above 58% or more is actually pretty goddamn easy. So when you do exchange, it's like Gohan does have a good super attack effect, and he does gain an attack and defensive buff from his passive on super attack, which is nice. So he has 58% attack and defense forming a super attack from his passive to his super attack effect when he gains 50% attack defense on super attack. So double attack and defensive buff on super attack from his passive to his super attack effect is nice. If it's one thing that this unit is doing that's good, is that they have a couple of things that are double of itself, like them gaining 58% attack and defense performing super attack from their passive all the way to their super attack effect. So 50% attack and defense on super from their super attack effect, and from their passive they're gaining 58% attack and defense performing a super attack. That's nice. When a unit does that, that's honestly a big W. And I think that's the only really solid thing about Gohan. Really, I think that's it, honestly. Now, what is I would say bad about this card? I think the only issue with this card is that they don't gain defense on their super attack effect. Yeah, because what could they do with a free-to-play unit? I think this free-to-play unit's honestly good enough. This is a good free-to-play unit. I think my only issue with them is that maybe the links are a little weird, because if you take a look at some of their best link partners, it's just like Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 units and like Heroes units. So let me take a quick peek at this. Yeah, let's see how much you get from link level 10. I mean, 62% attack, 25% defense, 9 ki. God damn. Okay, so I think that is really about it. I would argue that Gohan, exchanging of the Gohan is not really the most useful thing, but for whatever reason you want to do that and have this guy do some damage, I would say go ahead. But I would argue that Gohan doesn't really make the most sense to exchange into, and that they don't gain attack and defensive buff on their super attack effect rather than their passive. So I think that is really about it. This unit is good. This is a good free-to-play unit, and I am a fan of this card's design. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next video, and I love you all. Peace.